Okay,
Where you at?
I'm right here. I'm on this hold on. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see.
I did this for you, multi-millionaire.
I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the come up on these stresses. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Hello, we're live. Hello. Welcome to Thursday Night Cream with C.R.E.A.M and Kim's Credit Leverage. You guys are in for a treat tonight. We're going to teach you how to turn credit into cash. Okay, so get your pens and pad and let's do this.
I just tell it how it really is. I ain't tripping, ain't feeling this. I ain't saying I deserve.
We don't own the rights to this music, guys, so we want to put that disclosure out there, okay? Come on in and join the room.
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the come up all these stresses. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Thursday Night Cream. Go ahead and drop in the comments what city or what state you're chiming in from. And if this is a replay, go ahead and put hashtag replay game, okay? Welcome to Thursday Night Cream. Start tagging some people that you love. Start letting the whole entire nation know that we are in the building. We're going to teach you how to turn credit into cash. So this is definitely something you do not want to miss. How about sharing that broadcast? How about sharing is caring? Okay, so we will shout my niece out in a little bit. I got some good news for you. She's like, shout. We'll do that in a minute. Enjoy the music while we start letting people know we're in the building. Welcome.
If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been out before the come up all these stresses. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings. Count it up. Blessings. Count it up. Could've lost it. Yeah, never leaking like a faucet. Almost tossed it. Everything that I got on the fan. Part of the plan. I was eating private lonely out of pan. Y'all don't understand. I was trying to get it. I'm in that studio trying to keep it pushing. Patty pies while I kept them cooking. All I needed was a Mary, but the guy that needed was having commentary. I got angels up bright like a needed baker. Blessings falling in line. Yes, I need a taper. And every loss is a lesson. Tell my haters I confess. Treat it like the green bubbles on my iPhone. Probably never read the message. If I ever took a loss, I learned a lesson. I won't ever think I'm better than the next man. I've been down before the come up all these stresses. Baby, I'm too busy counting all these blessings.
Hey, come on in the building, everyone. All right. Multi-millionaire Cal will be back in the building shortly, guys.
So let's talk
but
about
once again,
the
hold on. Let me go ahead and stop sharing.
Course. So the first thing I want you to know.
Okay, all this still in the beta stage, so thank y'all for being patient.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, multi-millionaire Calvin Allen?
Yo. Hey, y'all ain't got y'all wine? Come on, I told y'all we look. You ain't got your wine. What we doing? We is really relaxing tonight because tonight is gonna be a good, smooth night. You hear me?
I heard you. Yes, sir. Dang, Cal. I wish I had known that. I need to start paying closer attention. Rolling out.
You smooth. Look, you smooth, baby. You smooth.
Have a sip up for me.
I got you. How everybody doing tonight for sure?
Amen, amen, amen. We are doing amazing. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in to Thursday Night Cream with Credit Cal and Kim's Credit Leverage. I'm Kim with Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach you how to leverage what you have in order to get what you desire. Alongside me, I have multi-millionaire Calvin Allen in the building. And man, I hope y'all got your pens and pads ready, because he's about to drop some serious gems. Okay. So, multi-millionaire Calvin Allen, go ahead and take it away, my brother.
Yo, hope all is well. I pray all is well. If you are chiming in for your first time, even if you chiming in and you always give us support, please let us know where you're chiming in from so we can go ahead and shout you guys out. Man, this platform, y'all, debate. The reason why we did this platform is to pretty much educate each other, right? We educating you guys as well as we're getting educated, and show you guys that the only difference that the wealthy have over anybody is that, you know, they have information. So we are giving you guys information that the wealthy may want to charge you too much, or may not even want you to know at all. You see what I'm saying? So like we always said, people perish for the lack of knowledge. So on this show, this is what we're here to do. Every Thursday, guys, we are coming to you live, and we giving you guys information that can most definitely change your generation's generation. You see what I'm saying? Like, we breaking people always talk about breaking generational curses. Well, how do you break generational curses? By obtaining some type of information that you didn't have before, right? So now I'm at a certain age bracket, right? So when I was younger, we didn't have this. We're nobody talking like this. So it's like, this is how I'm about to start breaking generational curses in my family. So man, I'm gonna give guys a couple more seconds to come on and hop on. And once you hop on, let us know where you watching from. Go ahead and ask a lot of questions, because not only am I gonna give you information on how you turn credit into cash, but I most definitely want to answer some of you guys' some of you guys' questions. So I'm giving them a couple more seconds, a couple more minutes, and then we're gonna get it rolling. I'm excited, y'all. Get your wine. Y'all ain't got it.
I'm super excited as well. Yes, yes, yes.
Get your wine, baby, if y'all ain't got it.
Yes, sir. Next week, how about we go do some diamonds and pearls and the wine and the cigars and all that good stuff?
Come on,
Okay.
yeah, we can do all that.
We at the last quarter of the year, so we're gonna start throwing more gems and of course more information, so we can end this year out strong, guys. This is super huge. And I have the title here for tonight's episode: 5 Ways to Turn Credit into Cash, presented by multi-millionaire Calvin Allen himself. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you guys for tuning in. I see people coming in from Credit Cal's page. I see people coming in from Kim's Credit Leverage YouTube page. And I also see people coming in from Kim's Credit Leverage. You guys go ahead and drop us some comments in the notes or whatever, so that we'll know that you're there. I could see you popping in, but we won't be able to see you unless you start dropping those comments.
Look,
so
at
Calvin,
the end of the year, I don't think people understand at the end of the year, so towards the end of the year, right? The end of the quarter and the beginning of the quarter is when they're giving out a lot of money. So you want to stay tuned to all our shows so we can let you know why they're giving out all this money. So therefore, we're not just telling you that they're giving out all this money. They have to spend money, right? They have to spend money coming up in the beginning of the year. So the last of the year, they starting to sum a lot of things up, but then at the same time, they're getting ready for that outgo. You know what I mean? So now, in the beginning of the year, they about to start funding a lot of people. So stay tuned to a lot of the episodes that we got coming up towards the end of the year. You do not want to miss this.
Absolutely. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right in. It is now 6:11. So you want to go ahead and let us know the 5 ways to turn credit into cash.
Exactly.
Is this a step-by-step method, or are you just going we're just going to go ahead and do a kickback?
We're going to most definitely go ahead and do a kickback. You could do it step by step the way I'm going to give it to you. There is no certain order. I think the way that I did give it to you, or I am about to give it to you, is actually the easiest. I mean, as far as like understanding wise, you know what I mean? Like, make it understandable. So I did 5 of them, started with number 1 to make sure it was pretty much the most understandable. You know what I mean? So now that I got the number 1, which is open up a bank account, I'm going to show you how to turn credit into cash, right? How do you turn that credit card, that piece of plastic that we take with us all the time? How do we liquidate that? In other words, how do we convert that into cash, right? Into cash. So without further ado, this is what we got going on. Because I get a lot of people ask me questions like, how you getting this money? How you doing this? How you doing that? And like I said, I leverage a lot of people's, capital, right? I leverage a lot of people's money. So ways that I'm trying to show people, like the not even just the fundamentals, right? But the blessings of having a credit card, right? That a debit card you're not even going to be able to do. Debit card not even going to allow you to do any of this stuff, but a credit card will, right? So this is how I'm telling people and showing people, not just giving them a definition, but also giving them a demonstration. So number one, right? Number one, on how you can turn your credit card, that piece of plastic, into cash, is actually opening up a bank account, right? And what I mean by opening up a bank account is when you open up a bank account, and basically what you want to do is, right, you want to open up a bank account online, right? It has to be online. You don't want to go in person. You don't want to go, you don't want to sign no letter. You want to do it online. And the reason being is, before you even do that, you most definitely want to call the bank, right? And you want to ask the bank a couple of different questions as far as like, what do they offer? You know what I mean? What do they offer? Do they allow us to be able to go ahead and open up, our banking account using our credit cards? Because certain banks do not allow that. So I most definitely want everything I'm telling you, there's laws to go by, to go about it by. So what basically what you want to do is, when you open up a banking account, you want to make sure that that bank that you're dealing with allows you to open it up using your credit card, right? Your credit card is going to allow you to do that. So how you do that is you do it online. Like I said, you do not want to do it in person. You want to do it online. So therefore, when they asking you to go ahead and put in the credit card or the Visa card, whatever it is, the type of debit card that you want to use, you're able to go ahead and use your credit card, and you can open it up with however much you want to, right? So by me saying that, right, open up a bank account, that's one of the easiest ways, is because now when you open up a bank account and you're doing it online, you take your credit card, right? And let's just say you want to open up your bank with, your banking account, and you want to open it up with $500. Now you take that $500 from that credit card and you use it. You put your 16-digit pin in there. I mean, your 16-digit number in there, and then you go ahead and you open up your banking account with $500. So within 24, depending on your bank, right? Within 24 to the 2 to 5 days, 24 hours or 48 hours, that bank will allow you to now have access to go in there and now withdraw the $500. So I just turned that credit, right, that credit card, into cash by opening up a bank account.
Nice. So what do you have any certain or particular banks that you would suggest to do this with?
Good question. Yeah, for sure I would say well, I wouldn't use Wells Fargo a lot because they got a lot of like stimulations, but for sure Navy Federal, Chase, Bank of America is my A1. I love Bank of America.
I do too.
Opening up a bank, a couple of these credit unions would do it. You know what I mean? You just got to know which credit union would do it and would they allow you to do it. Like I said, do it online. Go through the whole online, opening up your account through online, and use that credit card to open up your banking account, and you can put as much as you want to. And like I said, within 24 to 48 hours, sometimes it may take 3 days. Once you go ahead and go through, now you can go to that bank, right? And you go and take that money out. Literally, you could go ahead and take that money out.
Wow, that's super huge. Thank you for sharing that. So that's one way to turn credit into cash. And that's one way. So like multimillionaire Calvin said, is go ahead and open up a bank online. Once you find that bank that you choose, of your choice, go ahead and use and open it up with the credit card, which you're transferring that balance into your new bank account.
Right.
The ones that are suggested are Navy Federal, Chase, Bank of America, and some credit unions. So check with them, but definitely do it online, because if you go in person, I would assume that they're going to ask for cash, correct?
Exactly. They're going to ask for cash. They're going to ask for cash. They're not going to even accept your credit card. So that's why I said do it online only, right? Do it online only. Like, so these are hacks you could do. This is still against the rules, right? You're abiding by the law, but what you're doing is you're actually finding a loophole in it. So now, like I said, you do it online, and it don't even matter, because online because they got merchant account, they take actually payments no matter any shapes or form, as long as you got a 16-digit pin. You know what I mean? So once you go ahead and you enter that in, and it's confirmed, then guess what? It don't matter. They get their money, and now you open up a banking account.
Awesome. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and go into step 2. I don't know about you guys, but I know I'm taking my notes and I'm going to take action, because when multimillionaire Calvin speaks, if you don't take action, you get left behind. So I'm definitely taking notes in order to take action. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and go into step number 2,
Let's go to
guys.
step 2. Let's go to step 2. So look, step 2, right? Step 2 is pretty smooth, right? Now, if you already got a credit card, right? You already get, now all these, you got to have credit cards. If you got a credit card, step 2 is pretty much saying you want to have a balance transfer check being mailed to you. So what you want to do is you want to have a balance transfer in checks, in the form of a check. And basically what that is you will call the credit company, right? And you would do what we would call, this is exactly what you would say. You would call them and you would have them say, like, I need you to send me a balance transfer check, right? So therefore I could transfer money from my check. So a balance transfer check, and then they would send you checks, whether in your person, they would send it to you in your personal name, to your personal address. And all you got to do is ask for a balance transfer check. And what you do is once you get your checks, you can now write your own self. You can write yourself whatever, $500, $200, $300, and go ahead and put it inside your account. So now you deposit that check, but you got to call your credit card company, and all credit card companies do this, right? But it all just depends on the APR rate, you know what I'm saying, whatever the interest rate is. So you want to check that too, to see whatever it is they may charge you to actually do that. But this is another way how you could turn that credit into cash, is by calling your credit company and you asking them to send you over by mail the balance transfer check.
Okay, so
now
we're
you
asking
got
the
your own
credit
check.
card company for balance transfer checks.
Yep. They give it to you. The credit cards can give you checks, guys. It's not just banks. Credit cards can give you checks too. That's another gem that people don't know. Because you could write. Guess what? This is how you pay yourself. You could pay yourself with your own business by writing yourself your own check, just like how you would do with the bank, right? The banks want to give you checks, right? So now you could pay yourself through your own bank, through your check, but you're not getting no credit. Why not do that with a credit card?
Right. That's super, super smart. I really appreciate this. Now, are we talking about business bank accounts, or are we talking about personal bank accounts when we're opening up those bank accounts?
Both, either or, and that's a great question. Either or, you could do this in your personal name. You could do this in your personal name, or you could do this in your business banking account. Either or, it goes for the same thing. It don't even matter. Yeah, that's a great question.
Wow, thank you so much for that.
When you put it in your business, right? When you put in your business, it's almost like your business is you writing a check to yourself. In your personal name, your business, because you got to think now, it's great for the business, right? So if you get business transfer balance and checks, if you got underneath your business, right, underneath your company, you got a business banking account. You can call that company, that banking account, and let them know, hey, like, I need a balance transfer check, right? They're gonna give it to you. It's gonna be in your business name. All you do is now you write the check out to Kim Connor, right? You write the check out to Kim Connor about Birth of the Nation LLC, and guess what? That's showing every week, every month, whatever it is, some type of steady cash flow that you get paid from your employee, Birth of a Nation LLC.
Right. Okay. That's dope. That's super dope. Do we have any more tips or any more secrets?
Yeah. We got a couple more secrets. I got 3 more secrets for y'all. I told you I'm gonna give y'all 5. I just gave you 2. The first one was opening up a banking account. Right? You open up a banking account. This is how you can turn cash into credit. The second one, which we just was talking about, was actually asking the bank or your credit company, the credit card company, to send you a balance transfer check in the form of a check. The third one is merchant account. I had mentioned this earlier. The third one is opening up a merchant account, right? So a merchant account is pretty much basically the technology world of transforming money, right? Liquidating money. So if you have some type of goods or service, right? You got some type of goods or service. What you want to do is, if the person don't have a credit card, right? I mean, if a person don't have cash, but they got all they carry is their debit card, credit card, whatever the case may be, then what you want to do is, I know everybody pretty much familiar with that. What way back before that little square, the little square. Basically, what you're doing is you opening up a merchant account, so therefore you can get paid electronically, right? So I don't have cash in my hand, right? But I got a credit card. Can I pay you? Can you take some type of formness of a payment through credit card? Yes, I can. So you open up a merchant account. And a merchant account, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that is easy. It's two of them, but I did give you one, but I'm gonna give y'all two. I'm gonna give you two merchant accounts that pretty much takes about 15 minutes to do. They don't ask you for your personal information. Look, you pretty much gonna get approved. Like I said, merchant account just allows you to transfer money electronically. So you turn cash into money electronically, and then I'm gonna tell you what you do after that. So the first thing you want to do, the first website that you want to check out is stripe.com. 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 They are a merchant account company that will allow you to open up a merchant account, right? Read all the little rules and regs and stuff like that, but they will allow you to actually go ahead and start using, taking credit card payments. A merchant account is used to actually allow you to take credit card payments, right? So the other merchant account that I will let y'all know that is super dope, right, is Merchant One.
Merchant One.
Awesome. We have Merchant One. I deal with Merchant One. Another one I'll tell y'all too, Bank of America. Bank of America got an excellent merchant account service. The best one is Merchant One for sure. Stripe is the easiest one to actually get it. Merchant One is the best one, hands down.
Okay, awesome.
They got the low. They got the lowest amount of fees. And they get you squared away. They get you squared away for sure.
Awesome. And then Bank of America, you did mention Bank of America.
Right.
Okay.
So basically, this is what I want y'all to do. Once y'all open up that merchant account, right? Once you open up that merchant account, this is what y'all want to do, because you don't just want to open up the merchant account and put $15,000 into it, liquidate, from your credit card into that. No. Because they're gonna start looking at some type of activities that might be fraud. You want to take it slowly but surely. So the first thing that I will recommend for y'all to do once you open up a merchant account, right? The first transaction should be something small, a couple of dollars, maybe like $10, right? Use somebody else's credit card in somebody else's name. Don't use yours yet. The reason being is because you just opened it. You want, most definitely, it might take like a couple of days, no more than 7 days for it to actually be, liquidated into your account. You want to be able to have, you could get somebody, let's just say, like, for instance, I have a merchant account. I don't want to use my business banking account right now, right? My business credit card. I don't want to put I don't want to put thousands of dollars. So I'm like, yo, Miss Kim, Miss Multimillionaire Kim, can I use your card, whether it be a debit card, a credit card? Can I use your card just to swipe it, $10? I could give you the card. Sure. I could give you the cash right then and there. So what I want to do is I want to actually show that somebody else bought my, bought my goods and services. Normally, what they're going to ask you, what is this for? You want to put good and services, right? So you want to put down, like, what's the reason? You know what I mean? For good and services. You don't got to explain. You want to put goods and services. Like, if they ask you, what is it for? You know what I mean? Goods and services every time. You don't got to explain nothing else. Good and services. So I would just put $10 for goods and services, right? I'll wait a couple of days, watch that hit my account. Once that hit my account, then guess what I do? Now I take my $300,000 credit card that I got, right? I take my $300,000 credit, or let's just put it like this. We're going to give you, I take my $200,000 credit card that I got, and then I go grab $100,000 in cash, right? Whoa. That's what I do. I go take that, right? Or the $200,000 credit card, and then I go liquidate that with $200,000, right? So what you want to do is, this is how you turn it. But you do not want to do that all in one. I would say every other day, do not put no more than $2,000 into it. You transfer your money in your merchant account. You put your 16-digit number in there and watch it go in there. I wouldn't do it like I said, $1,000 here, $1,400, no more than $2,000 a day. Every 2 days.
Okay. All right. These are some
because you want to show that you got steady activity going through your. You want to show that you got steady activity going through your merchant account, but you don't want to keep liquidizing that much money at a time. See, this is a process. This is a process. I had to do it, so therefore I said, you know what? Later down the line, I'm gonna show them. I was able to. My credit cards is upstairs in the car. I was able to pull out this money from my credit. Matter of fact, you remember, I went to the bank. I went to my office and I grabbed one of my credit cards that had $300,000 on it. What did I do?
Yeah, the day
I
we
just
were on the way
liquidated
to
that
the
money
airport.
right. All I did was liquidate that money every chance I get and put it into my merchant account.
And I was blown
And now
away,
look,
guys, because
bam.
the only commas I ever saw on a credit card in my name was a $200 one or maybe a $2,000. I had never seen a $200,000, $300,000 credit card. So I was like, okay, we with it. So your vibe definitely attracts your tribe. Yeah, the proof is in the pudding. This is super.
And that is business credit. Don't get it twisted. Personal credit, like with banks, I haven't seen nobody get no more than 80,000.
Okay.
But anytime you get like a black card and all that, it's certain rules that you got to go through. But this was a business credit, y'all. So I want to let y'all know why, because it's quote unquote called working capital. You see what I'm saying? So it's different terminology. I didn't just go do that with my personal credit. No. You can liquidate money from your personal credit, but to get big money like that, it got to be going through some type of working capital, which is coming from my business line of credit.
Awesome. Thank you for clearing that up. Because that is definitely a question that I had for you. All right. Now that we went over open a bank account, the balance transfer checks, the merchant accounts, there is another way to turn credit into cash.
We got 4. Look, this is how you do it. You go and go get a prepaid or a gift card. This is easy too. This probably, if I had to pick, I say open up a banking account, and this one will probably go hand in hand 1 and 2. But like I said, these are not in any specific order. I'm just letting you guys know how to turn credit into cash. And basically what you want to do with this one is, right, when you go to, like, say for instance, you go to Lowe's or Home Depot. When you go to like the little I don't want to say like the little kiosk, but it's right on the side, like right by customer service. You go right over there and you'll see all the little prepaid cards. You go in Walmart, any of these people, I'm just saying Lowe's or Home Depot, they have more. You know what I mean? Like they got like a limit that goes to like $500. So what you want to do is you want to take your credit card, right? Your Capital One credit card, your USAA bank card, your whatever credit card you got, right? You want to take that credit card and you want to go buy a prepaid or a gift card, however you want to put it. A prepaid card, even if you gotta take $500 and you gotta buy $500, right? That's $2,500. You put $500 on each gift card. And then what you do is, now that I got $500 on the Lowe's gift card, right, or Home Depot gift card, like I said, you go to any other place that got prepaid gift cards, but I do know they got they got a nice little amount, like I said, $500. What you want to do is, now you want to go to the register, buy something, right? Buy something, and then whether it be a little self checkout or a real person, buy something and tell them you want to get cash back. That's how you literally get cash back from off of that prepaid card, without getting hit with any type of transaction fees. You see what I'm saying? Because what you did was you swapped $500 for $500. You put it on the card. Now I go to the card. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
You take $500 off of your credit card, and you go to like Lowe's, Home Depot, like I said, Walmart, Sam's Club, they all got them, but Lowe's, Home Depot, I do know, got like an average amount of $500. So if you want to go with big dollars, more than $100 here, $200 here, $20 here, go to Home Depot or Lowe's. Once you go and you take that $500 off your credit card, all you doing is converting that to a prepaid card. Now on that prepaid card, you could go use that prepaid card, and you could go take it to the bank, and you could withdraw your money out from right then and there, or you could just buy some at the store, $4, $5, 25 cents, and when they ask you if you want cash back, hit yes, tell them yes, take the cash back. That's how you convert that into cash.
So when you use a prepaid gift card, you don't need a PIN number in order to get cash back? Is that what you're saying? Or do you need a PIN?
No. It all depends on certain gift cards. On Lowe's, I don't need no PIN. I don't need no PIN. Like, you don't have to set one up. I could just go and use that only in Lowe's. So their gift card, like their $500 gift card, I can only just use it in Lowe's. So what I do is I go buy. I'm real estate, so I'm always buying something at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever the case may be. What we do is, all I do is I buy something that I need, and then I exchange that for the cash. Can I get cash back? Can I get cash back? So, but with other stores like Walmart and stuff like that allow you to use it wherever, you could just go and go buy it from, wherever you want to. And then anytime they ask you, let's say you about to go get gas, you're going to go get gas, and they ask you, hey, You want to cash back for this, from this gas. Yeah, let me get $100 back. You know what I'm saying? So either way, you just got to read the rules and the regulations for where you getting the gift card at and see where it could be used from. Use that.
Awesome. That's super dope, man. I'm definitely gonna use this. Definitely. So we went through tips 1 through 4. So you ready for the last tip? Well,
Yep.
the last tip for
Let's
now.
do
I'm pretty sure he know other
the
ways.
last tip for now. It's a couple of them, but it's the last tip for now. The last tip for now is actually becoming an authorized user. Now, this is something that's always overlooked, but this is how I'm about to start turning credit into cash. Why? Because I start paying people my cash for their credit. So basically, an authorized user is allowing somebody to have a trade line. Companies sell trade lines, people sell trade lines. And basically what a trade line is actually allowing somebody who got a 725, 750 credit score, right? That or 800
Or
always
above.
they ain't near perfect. Yeah, or above, they ain't perfect. You don't want nobody who you want to go grab, their credit, you know what I mean? Their credit trade line. They want to be able to use. I mean, they want to always use about 20% of utilization every month. I'm talking for like years and years and years. They never use no more than 20%, right? They got a nice amount of limit on there, and they actually keep a good data report, right? That means that these guys actually keep their credit in good standings, right? Their credit is always going to be good because they love their credit, right? So when you get an authorized user, when you make somebody an authorized user, you basically saying, like, for instance, I got a credit card, and I make you, Miss Kim, an authorized user. I don't have to give you, right? I don't have to give you access to anything on my credit card. I don't even have to give you no credit card. But because you're trying to go get a home loan or some type of credit, right? Some type of, you're trying to get your credit increase. My good credit will affect your credit in a good way, even if I mess up. So what happened is, because I have good credit, I now can charge you to use my good credit. So authorized users and companies do this. You could call your credit card right now, right? You call your credit card company and ask them if they got any spots available. So now you could become an authorized user. They will find people in other companies for you to actually make your credit authorized user to other people. They can do that. We never knew that though.
Oh, really?
So not only can credit cards do that, right? But you could do that personally. So let's just say I don't call Capital One, and I know that because I got a cousin who did that for me. He immediately did that for me. I gave him cash for his credit. It boosted up my credit. You know what I'm saying? It boosted within a couple of weeks. But there's pros and cons to that too, and I will get to that, right? But for right now, what you want to do is you can allow, like I said, he got good credit. They ain't there great. He almost in, I think right now he may be in 800s. What he did was, I said, you know what, cuz I will give you some cash to allow me to use your credit. Now you want to be able to be an authorized user on somebody's account for at least 2 months. Not less than 2 months. Why? Because you want to look at statement days and when is this actually going to show up on my report. See, a lot of times we don't know that this is going to show up on our report until we look at the statement date. So what you want to do is, before you become an authorized user on somebody's account, you want to know when is their statement date open. Because if they statement date don't open until another 30 days and you just got it right now, you got to wait 3 months before it hits your credit.
And
there's a time into this.
How long should they have had that credit before you want to be put on their credit as an authorized user?
Great question. I've seen as minimum of 3 years, a minimum of 3 years. Okay. Now, and that's a great question. If you got somebody who is an authorized user that got a credit card for 3 years, they better at least have 10,000 or more on that credit card. That's the only way that makes sense, right? Because even banks don't care. 3 years is not good. Even if you look at the credit card, reporting system, 3 years is still some to 3 years. That's still that's like average, poor, yes. You know what I mean? Like you got to be up. So I would rather take, watch this. I would rather take a $3,000 credit card, but it had a history of 10 plus years, than to take a $20,000 credit card and it only got a history of 3 years.
Right.
The history of it makes it more sense. It actually helped you out better. Not the amount, the history.
Yes. The length of credit.
The length of credit, exactly. The length of credit actually helps you out even greater than actually the amount of credit. So what I would do, and what I have done, is I actually took some credit cards that actually since 2000, I mean, they had for about 17 to 20 years. I got a credit trade line that it was open for, one was 17 years, the other one was 20 years, and then I ended up getting another one that was open for 3 years. The one that was open for 17 years was a $3,000 credit line, right? These people kept it underneath 3% every month utilization. Okay. The other one that I had for 20 years, that was a 750. No, I'm sorry, not 700, 7,500 credit limit, right? 7,500 credit limit, but that was 20 years. And then I got one that was only 3 years old, but that one had a $40,000 limit. So when you put all that together, right? When you put all that together, the algorithm shows that I done had all these credit cards for a minimum of about 10 years.
Right.
And now the amount, see what, oh man, I mean, look, I want to give you guys some gems, and I will wait till next week or whatever, but all that makes sense. Because they even have certain times when you're going to get authorized users and you're using credit history. Credit history is really built up on, like, you can have something with 10 years, something with 20 years, and there's something with 1 year. And when you look at your total credit line history, it might say like 8 years. That's because years really means months in the credit world. And that's something I will break down to y'all later. Years really mean months in the credit world. So you got to have so many amount of years to actually show up in months, and then that all calculate on your credit report. And I'll break that down to y'all later.
Awesome. I really appreciate this book of knowledge that we have going on over here on how to turn credit into cash. So next week, what will we have for them? What goodies do we have in store for them next week? And you guys, thank you for tuning in.
Next week, you know what?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you froze up on us, Cal.
Yep. Next week we could we probably mess around and have some guests on. I probably want to elaborate a little bit more about this. You know what however flow for the whole week. The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because this is something I knew I wanted to talk about, and this is something that kept coming up to me privately. And I'm like, yo, all you gotta do is hop on the Facebook, the live, and ask questions. And now, see, a lot of people, what y'all understand is y'all want to get my time, but if y'all want to get my time, right, without me charging y'all, well, if I can't give it to you for free, and I know you can't respect that, then I most definitely ain't gonna respect you trying to pay me. So I want people to get on this free informational podcast, if you will, live stream, if you will, to ask me the question that if you might, you might want to ask me later on, and I don't get back to you. You see what I'm saying? Like, it ain't my fault that I'm not on your time. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a time that I know I'm reaping a harvest, and I got to continue on doing it if I faint not. So this will be a excellent thing to get on and ask me anything, right? Ask me anything, DM me. So I get a lot of people that DM me, and they were just asking me, how do you turn money into cash, certain ways. And I'm like, you know what? I just put it on the platform. And therefore, if you want to go get on and you ask me questions about anything else, you can do that. But right now, that's what I wanted to talk about. So next week, it all depends on what people ask me too, or whatever I feel like need to be said, because I'm actually going through it. Another thing that I went through is actually, matter of fact, I might talk about this next week. How to turn your inquiries, how to get your hard inquiries off within 24 to 48 hours.
Yes.
That's something you go through good, that people don't understand it. I just went through that this week, right? So I'm going through everything I'm showing y'all. I go through myself. I practice what I preach myself. You see what I'm saying? So we might talk about that next week. How to remove hard inquiries within 24 to 48 hours.
Awesome. So you guys put in the chat what you want us to talk about next week, even though we already kind of know what we want to talk about, but we're going to go ahead and take a vote, take a poll, and see what the audience wants. So either we'll talk about the inquiry removal kit, or what was the other option? I'm not on rewind.
The inquiry removal kit. I know I got some stuff out of my credit secret books. Word for word, is that what you say? Or we could pretty much talk about how to turn cash into credit again, because, well, you know what? Now I'm not going to talk about it again. I want somebody, if they don't ask me, I'm not going to talk about it. But if this is the replay, go back and watch the replay. That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to keep coming backwards to help teach you go up to advance. Nah, I'm not about to keep wasting my time. So you could go and watch this over and over and over, right? Over and over and over. I might be talking too fast. Slow it down. Watch it over and over and over and get exactly what we told you. All of it. Yep, rewind it a lot of times. So we that's what we might just talk about. Just turning them. Removing hard inquiries off of your credit score and update. You know what? We're gonna talk about updating your credit profile too and stuff like that. We're just gonna give another recap on that because that actually is something that you got to do and pretty much the steps to do that.
Okay.
And this is free information, y'all. Free information for now. I'm gonna tell y'all why I give out. I'm gonna tell y'all why I give out free information. I get a lot of people to say, "Yo, why you don't charge? Why you listen to me?" Yes, I do. I charge. But let me tell y'all something. One thing that I learned that God has been giving me, man. Everything that God has been giving me has been literally I charge it up to Him. So the information that I'm getting, y'all, listen to me. If I pay for it, which I did, like the credit secrets and stuff like that, I paid for that book. It's cool. Trust me, I ain't tripping off of that. But if I really pay for some stuff, I'm going to charge you. A lot of the stuff I didn't pay for. Like, for instance, and this is real true story. I had people who was willing to charge me $500 minimum or $1,250 maximum to actually do a 24-hour, and it wasn't even going to be 24-hour, but a hard inquiry removal. So I said, you know what? I'm not about to allow nobody to pay me to do something. I mean, I'm not about to pay somebody to do something that I know I can do for free. Right? It only took me 45 minutes to do this stuff, y'all. And it took 24 hours for it all to be removed. So what I did was I got in my book. Where my books at? Look, I keep these books with me, these credit secrets. I got into these books. I started reading some more things that I didn't cover from before. I went through the steps, right? Step by step on how to remove your credit hard inquiries. Yeah, this cost me probably about $89 for both books.
Right.
But the information I got is free. So why not go ahead and give people the value, right? I give people the value. Like I said, what is money? Money is the even exchange of value. Right now, I could give you something that's free because it didn't cost me anything. Even though I paid $89, I just got, look, I paid $89 and I get unlimited money. So that don't even make sense for me to charge somebody else to get me something that I got for free for real. You see what I'm saying? Free. So it's like I know when to charge people and I know when not to charge people. So this I'm giving it to y'all for free because this is out of the abundance of my heart. This is out of the abundance of me learning something. I want you guys to get it. And once you guys get it and you see that these are real results that me and Miss Kim is giving you guys, then guess what? Now we're credible for when we charge you next time. You won't even look down and say, you know what? I understand why you charge the way you charge because you give me real results. So right now, like I said, I give you the free stuff. This is free chicken. But if you can't get this free chicken, you're not going to be ready to go ahead and get this money that I'm just showing you. You know what I'm saying? Because now that's going to cost you because it costs me. But the stuff that's free that I'm giving you right now, learn how to take it and get the information and run with it. If you want to learn more, right? And you trust our credibility, you trust the results that you got, the experience that you just now earned, then guess what? When we do charge you, when we're going to charge you, you can respect that.
Respect. For real. I totally get that. Our grind definitely going to be respected.
It's definitely going to be respected.
Yes, sir. And me, I'm a hands-on type of learner. So the things that I am telling you and the things that multimillionaire Calvin is telling you, we're actually, like he said, we're doing it from experience. And another thing that I want us to get is that it's hard to get on his schedule. He gives us an hour of his time a week. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that we're getting, quote unquote, I'm not going to say free, but it's at no cost to you.
It's at no cost. I because I really want people to get this stuff. Like people looking at me like every day, Miss Kim. You know when you be around me, everybody like they stop and they say, "Yo, what do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, how, man, you." And let me tell you something. I'm not saying this to be cocky. I don't just look good, but I smell good. So I get a lot of people asking like, man, what the hell do you got on? Like, what do you got on? And I make jokes all the time. I be like, money. I be like, credit. I say little smart stuff to actually get their attention. Right. They're like, credit. I'm like, yeah. I man, look, good credit smell good on you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it feel good on you. So I give them jokes, get them start laughing, and then now they understand like, oh, you work with credit, or you got house, or you got cars, you know, things of that nature. So it's like I really give people exactly what God gave me, and I'm giving you time. God gave me time to understand this and to learn this. I'm giving these guys time. I done seen so many people, Miss Kim, praise so many other people that ain't never gonna give them nothing and ain't teaching you how to come out of this stuff. But you got a guy like me. You got a woman like you. You got a king like me. You got a queen like you that watches. We got other people that won't even come on and salute us. That won't even share none of our stuff. And we giving you free information. This how I know what I'm doing is the mission of God, because God watches. God was denied in front of all his people. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't like, he only had 12 followers, so I'm cool with that. But the ones
Right.
who do get it, trust us, the results is in our experience. Without that being said, our grind most definitely gonna be respected. I can promise you that.
Neighborhood. We're gonna go ahead and end it off today. And thank you guys for tuning in. Our grind definitely gonna be respected. We're over here building neighborhoods and nations. Join us once again next Thursday night for Thursday Night Cream. Same time, same place. Peace.
Peace.
Do you want to say anything, multimillionaire Cal?
What I want to say is, man, believe in your gift, right? Believe in your gift no matter what. Do not look, you ain't got to be great to start. You just got to start to be great. And when you believe in your gift, it don't matter who supports you, who don't support you, long as you support you. Trust yourself. Learn the ability to trust yourself, because this is a process that we've been through and that we're going through. Look, let me tell you something. This is the last thing I want to say. The day that you plant a seed is not going to be the same day that you reap the harvest. Just understood that you planted the seed. You planted the seed. So today you might plant a seed, but next week, next month, 3 years, you will reap the harvest if you faint not. It's your man, Neighborhood Cal. Much love. I promise I hustle. The grind most definitely going to be respected. Peace.
Neighborhood.